I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles that have taught this truth and continue to teach this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. This is going to be a quick hit lesson. And we're going to jump into a conversation that Paul is having with Timothy. And this conversation is taking place. We're going to pick it up at 2 Timothy chapter 3. So let's dive into this. Please listen carefully and consider the times. This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors. Now this reminds me of Uncle Tom's and Aunt Tammy's, that side with the beast. And you know that beast is wrong, but you side with him anyway. Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure, more than lovers of our power, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. This reminds me of today's preachers, who preach false doctrine, who have been shown, some of you have been shown the truth and the error in your doctrine, but yet you continue to stand in your unrighteous doctrine. Okay? And so that's what that reminds me of. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. Right? He turned away from the truth. These preachers have turned away from the truth. You teach false doctrine for filthy lucre's sake, so you can fatten your pockets. Wicked. Let us continue. We're going to pick it up right here back at verse 4. Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure, more than lovers of our power, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts, ever learning, and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. And so when it says ever learning, in other words, they're forever diving into different doctrines. And so ever learning or diving into different doctrines and never able to come into the knowledge of the truth. Right? So let us continue. Now as Jannes and Jambres, withstood Moses, so do these also resist the truth. Men of corrupt minds reprobate concerning the faith. And so this is talking about, let's jump to it real quick. Exodus. This is talking about Exodus 7 and 10. Okay, and so let's jump into it. And Moses and Aaron went in unto Pharaoh, and they did so as Yahweh had commanded them. And Aaron cast down his rod before Pharaoh and before his servants, and it became a serpent. Then Pharaoh called the wise men and the sorcerers, now the magicians of Egypt, Jannes and Jambri. They also did in like manner with their enchantments, for they cast down every man his rod, and they became serpents. But Aaron's rod swallowed up their rods. Okay? And so that's what 2 Timothy is talking about here. 2 Timothy 3. So let's go back to that. 2 Timothy 3. All right? So let's go back there. So let's scroll down here. And so now as Jannes and Jambres withstood Moses, so do these also resist the truth, men of corrupt minds, reprobate concerning the faith. But they shall proceed no further, for their folly shall be manifest unto all men, as theirs also was. And so Jannes and Jambres' rod was swallowed up by Aaron's rod. Okay? But thou hast fully known my doctrine, manner of life, purpose, faith, long-suffering, charity, patience, persecutions, afflictions, which came to me at Antioch and Iconium and Lystra. What persecutions I endured, but out of them all Yahweh delivered me. Yes, and all that will live godly in Hamashiach, Yahushua, shall suffer persecutions. Now, Yahushua mentions the same thing. Let me see if I can find it real quick here. Give me a moment. So we have here in Acts 9 and 16, for I will show him how great things he must suffer for my name's sake. Okay? And that's in Acts 9 and 1 and 6. Pardon me, Acts 9 and 16. Okay. Let me try to find it in a different. Let me see if I can pull it up a different way. One moment. There it is. Luke 21. Excuse me. Luke 21 and 17. Let's take a look at that. That's exactly what I was looking for. Right? And so whenever we see the letters written in red, this is Yahweh Shai speaking. Okay? And so Yahweh Shai says right here in Luke 21 and 17, and you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. Okay? And so let's go back here. So now that we have that pulled up here, let's go back down into here, right? All righty. And so we're going to start here. We're going to start back at 9, all right? 2 Timothy 3 and 9. But they shall proceed no further, for their folly shall be manifest unto all men, as theirs also was. But thou hast fully known my doctrine, manner of life, purpose, faith, long-suffering, charity, patience, persecution, affliction, which came unto me at Antioch, at Iconium, at Lystra, what persecutions I endured, but out of them all Yahweh delivered me. Yes, and all that will live godly in Yahamashiach, Yahawashai shall suffer persecutions, right? And so we just read it. We just read Luke. We just read Luke 21 and 17, where Yahawashai says, and you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But there shall not a hair perish of your head. In your patience possesses your souls. The words of Yahawashi Hamashiach. So let's go back here. All right. So let's go back. So now we got clarity on that. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them, and that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith, which is in Hamashiach Yahawashai. All scripture is given by inspiration of our power, and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of our power may be perfect, thoroughly furnished. And thoroughly is another way of saying thoroughly furnished unto all or every good works. All right. And so I pray that this lesson was edifying. Shalom.